Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
Friends, it's a momentous day in the history of this country and the history of the scientific community of this country when the country successfully launched the INSAT 3C satellite from French Guiana. We saw the INSAT 3C satellite going up in its orbit and successfully being planted in the orbit, and the Hassan facility at Bangalore receiving the satellite signal from the satellite. Now let us go and see the launch of INSAT 3C from French Guiana.
This whole project is really a culmination of 3 years' work by hundreds of companies, thousands of people. It's a global story, and people all around the world will be watching.
Tous de l'EDO, attention pour H-1 minute. Top, -1 minute et des comptes.
There we are, the Range Operations Manager for the second time tonight telling us that we're into the last minute. As I said before, our best wishes once again go to INSAT, ISRO, ISAC, everyone here in the Arianespace team. The very best of luck for the launch of Ariane 147. We hope the launch vehicle will really leave the pad and we will let you enjoy the liftoff.
À tous de l'EDO, attention pour le décompte final. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, unité, feu. Allumage. Décollage.
We wait, but good gift. It's a marvelous sight and good visibility till now and again. So now we have the camera from Toucan, and I have to tell viewers that you just went outside to watch a liftoff from the balcony. What was it like?
I'm a little bit out of breath there, Claude. Yeah, I've just run out for the second time tonight, and this time it wasn't for nothing. The liftoff has successfully happened, and
what's happened here? Listen.
That's right. That's
this is the noise of the sixth engine.
We're getting a tremendous rumble coming from. That's the sound coming quite a long time after the pictures, obviously. Right here in Jupiter, we're 15 kilometers away, but it's a hell of a rumble. So a very impressive sight, a marvelous symbol of man's technological achievement. As the DDO just telling us that everything is nominal at present. Incredible amount of power to lift 371 tons straight up like that, Claude.
Okay, let me speak. Take your breath now. Yes, the 2 liquid strap-on boosters plus the 4-stage Viking engines give the total thrust of 4,066 kilonewtons and are burning a total of 2 tons a second. Look at this picture.
Extinction des propulseurs d'appoint.
Right, that, as the range operations manager said, the boosters have just been jettisoned there. We have 2 liquid strap-on boosters today.
Exactly. As you can see from the V and A indication on the screen, means that velocity and altitude are increasing very rapidly. Everything is nominal.
Okay, well, we're going to be coming up quite soon to the separation of the first and second stage, which is called SEP 1 and 2. We can see on the curve there coming up. And this has 3 stages, this separation.
Les paramètres bord sont normaux et la trajectoire est normale.
Okay, we just inform that everything is nominal on board. Okay, yes, this separation has 3 phases. Firstly, the stage.
That was the first stage. We've just had the stage burnout of the first stage. We've had the
Second stage burnout.
second stage ignition.
Sorry.
We are now at 5.02 kilometers per second. That seems incredibly fast, but we need to be faster, don't we? To be able to get into orbit, Claude, we need to be how fast?
7.8 meter per second, and we will reach in a few minutes. We are quite high. Look, 372 kilometers.
Okay, I'm stopping there, Claude, because it's time now to find out a little bit about our client, INSAT. The Indian Space Research Organisation has, over the years, built up a strong research and development and technology base with the necessary infrastructure and manpower to implement a program of communication via satellite. The INSAT program was born in 1983. Tonight's payload, INSAT 3C, is taking up 24 C-band transponders, 6 extended C-band transponders, 2 S-transponders, and a system dedicated to mobile services. The master control facility in Hassan, near Bangalore, is fully prepared to take control of INSAT 3C as soon as it separates from the launcher.
डॉक्टर साहब आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, हमारा सैटेलाइट बहुत सक्सेसफुली लॉन्च हो गया है. You were also a party to the construction and preparation of this program. आप हमको बताइए ज़रा ये हो क्या रहा है दर्शकों को ज़रा आसान सी ज़बान में कि लॉन्च के बाद से हासन के में कंट्रोल आने से पहले के बीच में ये क्या हो रहा है, हम क्या देख रहे हैं अपने स्क्रीन पर.
जैसा आपने देखा सैटेलाइट जब लॉन्च हुआ उसके बाद उसका फर्स्ट स्टेज पहले जलता है, बर्न होता है, वो सैटेलाइट को किसी हाइट पर ले जाता है और उसके बाद सेकंड स्टेज, थर्ड स्टेज, इस तरह से वो बर्न आउट होते हैं और लास्ट स्टेज में सैटेलाइट रखा होता है. अब 20 मिनट बाद 5:20 को करीब लॉन्च हुआ है तो 5:40 को वो सैटेलाइट बाहर आएगा और 5:28 के करीब 28 मिनट बाद 48 के करीब वो हसन में उसके सिग्नल्स आना शुरू हो जाएंगे.
तो वो एक और घड़ी है जिसका कि हमें इंतजार है,
बड़ा बेसब्री से इंतजार रहेगा.
अच्छा, हासन पे सिग्नल्स आ गए तो फिर फ्रेंच गयाना से संबंध खत्म?
फ्रेंच गयाना से संबंध खत्म हो जाता है पर दूसरे अर्थ स्टेशंस रहते हैं जिनसे संबंध बना रहता है.
अच्छा. और
वो सब ट्रैकिंग करते रहते हैं उस सैटेलाइट का, क्योंकि सिर्फ हासन में जैसे सिग्नल मिला उसके बाद वो सिग्नल चला जाएगा और कोई और स्टेशन उसको सिग्नल को पिकअप करेगा. तो इस तरह से देयर इज अ चेन ऑफ स्टेशंस, वहां पर वो सैटेलाइट उसको मिलता रहेगा एंड देन इट इज पुट टू ए हायर ऑर्बिट.
Séparation INSAT 3C.
Here we are.
Hey, separation of INSAT 3C. A very relieved looking. We waited for the control room there.
We did it.
We did it. Celebration there, satisfaction. And we're about to have a replay of that superb launch.
de mesure lanceur par la station de Malindi au Kenya.
Right now, the range operation manager and the mission director, and certainly Jean-François Laumonier, are in permanent contact with the
Mise en
telemetry
rotation du troisième
personnel in
étage.
the Montagne des Pères, who very shortly will provide the first diagnosis of the satellite parameters before separation. Okay, so we already know that the flight was a success, even if we wait, but these figures are, if you like, a second opinion, adding more detail, which can then be passed to our colleagues in Asan.
Dear friends, it is my great pleasure to be able to share with you the success of this launch, which is another success for India. Allow me to warmly congratulate ISRO teams, which once again have proven their skills with the setting up of this telecommunication satellite, which is a new generation telecommunication satellite. I also want to pay tribute to the rigorous work of CNES, ESA, Arianespace engineers. Today, they enabled us to add on to the success story of Ariane and also to carry out the first commercial launch of the year throughout the world. You know, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, that ISRO is a very loyal customer of Arianespace, but also a very precious customer to us. Cooperation between our two organizations dates back to many, many years, because as early as 1981, you trusted us to launch the first satellite ever built in India. It was the Apple satellite that was launched in June 1981. With the launching of INSAT 3B, ISRO is also the first commercial client for Ariane 5 in March 2000. Today, we are proud of contributing to the success of this new generation of INSAT satellite, and you know you can rely on Ariane in order to put into orbit INSAT 3A and INSAT 3E tomorrow. The emergence of this new generation of ISRO satellite show the excellent level of Indian space technology. I would like to take this opportunity also to pay tribute to one of the most prominent persons in the space research and development in India, who left us earlier this year, Dr. Dhawan. And this day of great success for ISRO, which it chaired for so many years, please, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, please accept our sympathy. This first flight for Ariane in 2002 will be followed by another one on the 20th of February, and this is when Ariane will put into orbit the Intelsat 904 satellite. With regards to the works on Ariane 5, we're still working and progressing steadily and with method. Following all the tests on the Aestus engine carried out in Lampoldhausen, we carried out some modification, and the stage engine, which will be set up on launch of 511, has already been modified and has just been accepted. Going through this very significant stage allows us to confirm the launching date of ENVISAT, which will take place on the 28th of February 2002. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention.
Mr. Jean-Marie Routin, President of Arianespace, Professor Alain Bensoussan, President CNES, distinguished members of the launch team from CSG, Arianespace, European Space Agency, CNES, and all others, and very esteemed guests and invitees. First of all, the most important thing. Congratulations to you, John Mary, and the entire professional team behind you, which made this success one more to already a very impressive list which you have scored. This is, I may mention, the 8th launch of the INSAT. In fact, we have got accustomed to having these kind of launches, this kind of performances, this kind of repeatability and reliability. So today when it happened once more, we are delighted. And it only confirms our belief and your credibility that you are there to provide services of the highest class that one looks for in this very complex systems of service. So congratulations to you, to Professor Bensouzan, and all others here who have made this possible. INSAT, you know, is a very important satellite, the system for our country. It has become synonymous with the needs of developing for a developing country like India, whether it is in providing a communication infrastructure, for providing broadcasting capability, for reaching education, literacy, developmental communications, and so on and so forth. So it is key to our development. In addition to that, of course, this satellite, the 3C did not carry, but many of the INSAT also carry a MET segment, which provides the crucial meteorological information in that part of the world, which is critical to many of the activities in our country, agriculture, farmers' activities, and many others. So it's quite obvious that this satellite adds one more to that kind of a need, which is so critical, so important, and therefore we attach the highest level of cruciality to ensure that these kind of satellites are deployed properly, timely, and they operate reliably. So it is in this context the significance of 3C as an addition to the already existing infrastructure for communication and broadcasting, which we are in the process of establishing through these third generation systems. Well, we had, of course, the questions related to getting a timely support for this launch service. We had very good discussion with Arianespace, and Arianespace does appreciate our problem with respect to the timely introduction of the services from the 3C. And it is indeed very nice of them, a good gesture from them to make us give us a launch, exclusive launch today. We are an exclusive customer today. We are a very privileged customer today in getting an Ariane 4. We do know the problems they had to go through, but they did divert one of the Ariane 4 vehicles to ensure that they provide us a timely service. And it was not only purely a timely service, an excellent service, as it was testified by the very beautiful flight that we witnessed just a few moments back. Coming to the future, of course, certainly we have a very good relation. This relation needs to be strengthened and expanded in the years to come. Already around the corner is the INSAT 3A, which is now getting into the advanced stage of integration in our country. INSAT 3A, of course, includes not only the communication and broadcasting systems, but also the capability for meteorological data. This satellite hopefully should be ready by June, July, and we should be looking forward to a launch from Arianespace somewhere in the middle of this year as the next major milestone in our cooperative framework. Not to be left behind, we have the INSAT 3E, which is also now in the initial stages of integration. We should be able to get it ready by the end of this year or early next year. So that will be also lining up for the further launch support that we are looking forward to Arianespace. I'm sure that this cooperation will extend in the years to come. We have a very ambitious program in space as we are embarking into the current decade of planning. And in this, we have a requirement which is very burgeoning in terms of the transponders, going from 125 in the next 2 to 3 years to nearly double that number, 250 transponders in the next 10 years or so. So obviously, we need to create this infrastructure, more number of satellites, more number of launches, and therefore better cooperation in the years to come with Arianespace and all the agencies that are concerned with it. I have a word to say about our own working relationship in this particular place. My team, which includes Dr. Goyal, who is the director of the ISRO Satellite Center, who is here with me, Mr. Rajangam, who is the project director for this particular mission, Mr. Katti, who is not with me today, but he was here until recently, program director for the INSAT, and the entire team that they work, which worked with them, they are exceptionally satisfied with the type of support, with the type of understanding, and the type of care that the local people have taken, the CSG group that is here. In fact, they never felt out of India. So that is the kind of a feeling. And they often tell me about this experience whenever they come over here. So I should say that it is one of the very happy and an excellent additional relationship that we have been able to build up over years in working at Kourou, French Guiana. So thanks to everybody who has been supporting them at CSG and the entire team at CSG. Before I conclude, I would like to say that the satellite has been acquired at Asan as planned. The initial evaluation of the performance of the system appears to be satisfactory. So that is a good note to end my little word of appreciation for all that Arianespace and the teams of CNES, ESA and other agencies have done. So thank you very much. And we now go forward and look forward to the next launch, the 3A, before sometime in the middle of next year. Thank you very much, Jean-Marie and Professor Ben-Susan, for everything. Thank you very much.
Dr. Kiwe, बहुत आपको मुबारकबाद. Let's congratulate the entire country on the successful launch of the INSAT 3C satellite.
Thank you very much.
What's your initial reaction? I'm sure it's jubilation, but what more?
Well, the reaction is that, as you heard Dr. Rangan, the signals have been acquired at Hassan, and I think it's a healthy satellite.
Absolutely.
But it takes about 2 weeks for us to know the real health of the satellite, and then we put it into use. So it's another feather in our cap.
Absolutely, and congratulations for all that.
Thank you.
I know you just said that about 2,000 scientists participated day in and day out in the preparation and integration of this satellite. Yes. What must be their feelings? You're coming straight from Bangalore.
They look at these launches with bated breath, and they are just waiting to hear that their satellite, which they built with such hard work, is good.
That's very good.
I think that's very essential.
And as a scientist, what would you say to the young generation of this country? I mean, not many people are going to the pure sciences stream. I mean, I think it's a great source of inspiration for young students to get into science and technology.
Such events should inspire the younger generation. I'm sure it will.
Absolutely. Now, Dr. just one more thing before we conclude and take leave of our viewers. Where is the satellite right now, and what's its position? I mean, how much up it has gone, and is it very cold up there? What's the situation?
Yeah, the space is very cold. It in fact, it's minus 40 degrees there, and the satellite is in the visibility of Hassan. Then now it will lose visibility from Hassan, and then it will go over to another Earth station where it will be picked up, and this thing will continue till we raise the orbit.
Okay.
When it is stationary over Hassan.
Okay.
That's the time when we do all the deployments, as I mentioned.
Okay.
And then put the satellite to use.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
No, but how much up it is? I mean, just for information, it's
about
how many thousand
About a few thousand kilometers up.
Oh, that's very interesting. So, friends, you saw the successful launch of our satellite. A great day of pride for the country, a great day of pride for our scientific community. I think all of us should join hands and congratulate the scientific community for them to have achieved this task, and for them to achieve further many tasks that this country looks forward to from them.